MaxPay setting up and everything. So over here, here's our admin page right here, and over the other part of the screen, you can see we have the user dashboard. We have already funded the user, and the user is already logged in. So let's get started in a few things you need to know. Firstly is user management. So in user management, here's how you can do it. Firstly, you just need to come over to this category section, and you can see right here manage user. So once you click on this, you can be able to see all your user right here. So this is a user account right here, which I'm already logged in here, and let's walk you through how to edit the user. So firstly, we can add money to the user, or let's just debit money from the user, and we can add your narration here, and I can just go in here as test and it transacts now. So we automatically debit 100,000 from this user account. So if I refresh right here, you can see this is 355, and once I refresh 255. So that's a walkthrough on how to do this on the user dashboard. So we can actually debit the user more. So, and you can see right now I have debited the user more from user balance. You can see right here, this is the user balance right now. So you can also edit some information right here, although not all can be editable. You can edit some information about the user right here and manage all aspect of the user. So the next thing we're going to talk about is user interface and how slick the user interface is. So user can see transaction right here. User can navigate between screens. User can add money to their wallets, and more exciting stuff user can do. And user can transfer out funds from their wallets, and user can also purchase airtime data and more other exciting features on the user uh, interface. So the next step, which we are going to do right now, is a walkthrough on the core system of how everything works right here. So firstly, you need to take note that we use different method in actually making everything work right here. So first thing you need to know about is API providers. So what are these API providers? These are platforms that actually provide you with the data services which so you can automatically sell data to your customers. So right here we'll be using this platform right here, which is BTU Nigeria. It's still a recommended platform if you prefer to use that. And we are going to be using that to explain everything in this video. So these are API providers, and each services has an API endpoint. And you can see right here, this is the identifier, which you ought not to change the identifier. And over here, you can see this is the category which they are from. So next thing you need to know about is the categories. What are categories? Categories are group of services you can offer on your website. So you can see there are different categories right here: user, airtime, data. And these are ways in which the system can know that, okay, the user want to buy this particular category, and it links it all with the API endpoint and make the request, making it more efficient and better. Uh, Next thing is service. What is service? Service are list of products, not essentially product, group of products, sorry, where you can add more products group in terms of airtime, data, and other service. So right here you can see this works for StarTime and Showmax, GoTV, DSTV, airtime. For this, you can see the category is airtime. These are service, sorry. The category is airtime, and you can see around there. The next thing you need to know about when integrating this product is your product which you can offer to user. For example, these are the ones which will come pre-installed when you install the software. You don't need to add, and which will show you how everything would work. So right here you can see 500 MB. If you click on the data section right here, you can see those data are here. So I would say you need to take note of is category of data, which we call subcategory. But then in product other products, this subcategory isn't going to be useful. It's mostly useful in terms of data and mostly airtime, which might as well not be that useful. So you can select network and you can see right here. These are the categories, the subcategories right here. So let's get started in setting up this. So the first thing we need to get started is with adding airtime service. So although I'll show you how to add your VTU Niger API wallet. So when you log in, be able to see it over here. So firstly, all you just need to do is navigate to this more section, and you need to locate service because it's actually a service, and then you need to add a new service. So this service name, we can call the service name VT Niger user. So you can call it VT Niger user, VTU Niger user. And over here, you can see these are the categories you can select from. So I'll be selecting user and the method ID, end up with that one, and we save the service. So after this, the next thing you need to do is adding your API configuration. This is what tells MaxPay that okay, this setting is connected to this API. You cannot think of it as a link from your product or service connected to your API provider. This helps in easily changing API provider easily without much stress on that. So we need to add our API settings. So firstly, you click on this add API setting, and I'll open this in a new tab. And next thing you need to do is select the service which you want to add, which is a VT Niger user. And you can select VT Niger, and here you need to add your API token. To get your API token, here is a simple way to do that. Here comes the next part, which is API token. How can you get this your API token? So getting your API token for user service is different from getting your API token from uh, airtime and data service. So firstly, you need to come to this website, base 64. It's supposed to be encode, not stick. So it's supposed to be encode, not stick. So we can come over here. I change it to encode. You can see the URL right here has changed. So the what you need to do here is paste in your username and your password. So if you navigate right here, you can see the username is this, and then you can type it down here. So you can see right here, this is the username. This is the username, and so we just have to enter the password next, and this is the password. So after entering the password, you just need to scroll over here and click on encode and wait for a few seconds. You can see what's here. If you look here, we added a symbol which speed up the username from the password. So you definitely have to add that. So once you're done, you can copy to your clipboard and you add it right here and save configuration. So let's test this out if it's really worked. So you can see right here, it did worked 100%. If you come over here, you can see my balance from my API, which is VTU Niger, is now reflecting right here. So it definitely works. And next step is airtime and data. And you can set up other services later. And I will show you tips and tricks on how to make MaxPay, your MaxPay websites better, faster, and more efficient. So the next step is to set your airtime product. So firstly, we already have right here. You can go to more if you don't understand what this icon are all for, and click on products. And right here, you can see airtime has already been added for us. Airtime has already been added for us. Next thing you need to take note of when adding airtime and data is this API network ID. Although this network ID wouldn't be useful in airtime, it will only be useful on data. So adding your network ID, which is very important in identifying which network the user want to purchase. So you need to navigate over here and you need to go back to service. And you can see right here, network ID. So you can edit the network ID to match your API. So here is how you can check your API network ID. Firstly, you need to go to documentation. And so we have to navigate to data. Okay, sorry, we are working on airtime, so we have to navigate to airtime. And you can see right here, this are the plan ID, and you have to make sure they match according to the API. So right here, MCN is definitely one. And you can see there's a mistake right here, which comes with defaults. So you just have to edit it to match accordingly. So I'll be changing this to 3. And next you can see Airtel is 2 and then mobile is 4. So Airtel should be 2. As well, you can also check for data because this is for airtime. You can check for data vending. And you can see Glow as well is 3. So you have to edit it to match correctly, else this wouldn't work. So next thing you need to edit is the Airtel, which should be 2. Okay. Save this and I can come in here to refresh this. So once I'm done, I think we are good to go. We can start with airtime. By default, they are already airtime plans. So let's test airtime without adding any plan. So you can just come in here. So I'm adding my phone number right here. And let's try to pay without 1, 2. So I think because we're using this virtual device, let's try one more time. One, two, four. API configuration offer. So you're having some lag here due to you're using the virtual device. On my physical device, it works well. You can see this keyboard right here. So you can see the errors from the API configuration. Uh, let's try one more time. So it should be one, two, three, four. API configuration not found. So you need to create an API configuration. And we have successfully added the user. So you just need to add for airtime. You come over here, you choose, you can add it from MTN, blue one, any. So I'm either blue just to make this video as short as possible. And we select VT Ninja. So the API token here would be different. So here's how you can get your API token. You just need to click over here and go to home. And you can see right here, this is the API token we are going to be used in making purchases. So we can copy this and save configuration. So we have successfully added blue purchase right here. Once I click on this, you can see it's processing and it was successful, and the airtime really went to my device. So you can see we are done here. And and if you navigate here and refresh, you can see it's did actually work. The balance was deleted, and if you navigate to here to check your balance in the user section, you also notice the same thing. It did work and everything was successful. And so the next step is setting up beta. This is quite easy as well. All you just need to get is the API configuration as well. So you can add a data plan right here. You can add a data plan. To add a data plan, you just need to navigate to the product section. And you can open up data right here. You just need to navigate to the product section. And since you are working with Blue, you have 200 NDA. So you can just adding your new API right here. Add a product. And so these are all the things you need to add. So firstly, we are adding 500 NB. So you can type in here 500 NB. You can just edit this to professional. But what I prefer is DVDs to as decent as possible. So study should be on low data. Subcategory, you can just check in. Let's say subcategory should be corporate. We can add in anything you feel to add. You just use for identification purpose. Corporate. So here is the next step. Plan ID. Here's how you can get the plan ID. You go to data vending, and you can see here a list of data plans. Here a list of data plans, and for 500 MB, you can see right here the ID is 58. So you can come in here and put in here 58. Maybe if you're working with other services, the plan ID wouldn't be necessary. I think for services like cable TV, you might use that as well. So you can also add your buying price. So let's check how much is this on there. This sold at around 140. So our buy price is 140. And we'll be selling to customer at 170. Our receivers will do get it at 165. Why agent will getting it at 160. So validity, you just need to enter 30 days. 30 days. Yes, so done. You can see the products. So now if I refresh right here, now one benefit about this page is that you can add as much as possible without refreshing this page. You just need to refresh here to check if it was added successful. And if you go to UI, you can see right here, it was added successful. Next thing we need to set up is uh add a API configuration. We are going to be adding for data. I will select data, you save configuration. So once you're done, you need to enter your phone number, able detail, and then you need to select the plan here and click on P. To do takes time to successful, and this data successfully get credited to me. And if you check right here, you see it did go through. So it is very, very easy to set up your MaxPay just filling. So here's video money to working through uh electricity, cable TV, and more services you can set up. So here is an Easter egg for this video. I'm showing you some tips and tricks you can do in making MaxPay better. So is the first one right here is editing, styling your website and other configuration. So we can navigate back. Can navigate back, and so you can go to global settings. You can go to global settings. You can set in your site's name. Yeah, my site name I can just use MaxPay. Then site URL, set up your site URL. These are really important. So primary color, secondary color, etc. That there. Your registration bonus, you can set this to 5 naira. Registration bonus on referral, you can set this to 2 naira. Support contact, and this every thing you can set it. You can enable or disable any feature right here. And in these things you can add. So you can add your Facebook right here and more other things. So once you're done, you can just click on save and you're good to go. So there are other cool features here like things. So in Teams, you guys see there are other cool things right here. Let's activate this, and if you refresh this, let's activate this. So these are other cool things right here. Let's activate this. There are more and more data types at speed, job, flex. So you can check in your API configuration from there. and you can view your transactions from here. And also you can see transaction outgoing transaction was when I duplicate the user. And right here you can set up your products and lots more you can do. You can explore more things you can do on MaxPay. There are tons and tons of things. You can send both email, and if you're using another website and you choose to import from that website, you can select the software right here and then select the table which you want to import, then choose the SQL file and migrate user instantly. This is fast and slick. So, next thing we need to talk about is uh, payment gateway. So, to add a payment gateway, you just need to choose your preferred gateway, and you can enable or disable anyone you choose to add. So, you can see this is the charge. You can add in your API token, add in your secret token, choose the charge method, add in your business ID, and save your way to go. This is quite easy on MaxPay and slick and better than anything else. So this is the end of the video. You can explore more things you can do. And one more thing I forgot to show you is this thing called preloader. So how does preloader work? And let me just give you a tip on how this preloader work. So if you come over to this global options, global configuration, you can see somewhere around here, you can see preloader. You can enable preloader and save this. So once you enable, what it does is, let's say I'm trying to navigate to this page. It shows this kind of blur animations. And if I try to navigate to this page, it shows the blur animation. So there are more things you can explore and you can try out on MaxPay. The last but not the least, which we are going to talk about right now, is the notification. So how can you send notification to users? You just need to come to the home section, and you can click on this notification of the bell icon and add in a new notification. And let's just see the notice. Or you can just put a pretty good word. Say data, or you can just come in new data, data offer. And your message can be Jeans 1 GB now. That's 200 naira. You can come in here. 200. Only I'll be need for today. And you can call on here. This action here, or you can just uh let's say you want user to just click the action. Just I will show you how this works. You can copy the URL from here and paste this right here. So you can select the date of this notification. Press put today. We can select if it would be active or inactive. Maybe you want to schedule it for later. Then you save settings. Once you save setting, and once you come over to this notification section, you can see right here, new data offer, get 1 GB at 200 naira. If user click on view, they will be automatically redirected to this page, which is one cool feature actually. So there are tools and parts of feature you can explore.